So we cannot allow Nigeria to condescend to the level where people can do things the way they want. People who claim to be law enforcement agencies will take the laws into their own hands, throw the constitution to the dogs, and then carry out orders, within their whims and caprices, and believe that there won't be anything, that there will be no consequences. So some of these things, also our clients, the IPOB and Mazen Namdekan has asked us to start challenging them, and we have started doing that. Today alone, we have filed matters in court already. We have filed for Idara Gold. We have filed for Ebere Lemoha, Pastor Ebere Lemoha. We have filed for Nnabike Wankwo, Darlington Olamba, Onyedikachi Gabriel Heri, Emmanuel Okwosa, and then one Raphael. We have also filed, that one. There are so many. There's one again, Ngozi Umadi. We're also working on motion for her bail. There's another one, Onovo, Kinsley, and 12 others. We have also filed that case. It's already assigned to a court in Nyanya, court 26 precisely, in Nyanya, Abuja here. So we have taken up so many of these things to the best of our capacity and ability to see that we make the government to respect rule of law. If nothing else, let the court pronounce on it. Then let's leave it to their conscience to see whether they will work or not. Of course, we know that sometimes they hardly respect it if it doesn't suit them. But it will not stop us from challenging their actions in court. Let the burden be on them, knowing that there is an order existing and you have not carried out the directions of that order. Let the burden be on the executive. Let the burden be on the Ministry of Justice and their cohorts, the police, the DSS, the army. There is another man they kidnapped. They took him and the wife in Enugu. One Mr. Ikechukwu Henry. He was arrested together with his wife by the armies of 82 Division. They took him. They arrested him on the 23rd of August 2021. Okay? In Enugu, from their house in Awuke, Okonano, Enugu South. They arrested the man, arrested their wife, Mrs. Sochima Ikechukwu, together with their 4-month-old baby at that time. Then they also arrested their landlady, Mrs. Ngozi Nwoye. Took all of them to Army Barracks, 82 Division, released the woman, the 2 women, and the little baby the next day, being 24th, in the evening of 24th of August 2021. And since that 24th of August 2021, Mrs. Ikechukwu Sochima said she has not seen her husband or heard anything about her husband. The only thing is that at a certain time, 3 months to me, it appears is kidnapping also. If you arrest him, if you arrested Mr. Ikechukwu Henry, that's talking to the 82 Division of the Nigerian Army now. If you arrested him on that date with the wife and you release the wife, what is wrong with allowing the wife occasional visit to the man? What is wrong? Apart from that, they took the woman's phone, the Mrs. Ikechukwu's phone. They took her phone, took her 2 SIM card, took her memory card. It was only as she was going, they gave her an empty phone without the SIM card, without the memory card. And then they said the army man deleted all her contacts. Every single phone number in her phone was deleted, was wiped out. So they gave her an empty phone to go and get a new SIM card and whatever. So it's a sad situation, the way Nigeria is carrying out this operation. I doubt if they do that to bandits and Boko Haram, they were arrested, because from the information we are getting from reliable sources, the bandits are always forgiven. The Boko Haram elements are pampered, they are forgiven. We have them on video where they gave them fried rice and chicken with juice. These are Boko Haram people who have the capacity to bring down a fighter jet. You pamper them like this, you treat them with kids glove, you even send them abroad for training and education. Then people who are carrying flag or wearing uniform, like what's that actor? Chiwetalago. You arrest him because he's wearing a colored clothes. Did you ban those colors? If you ban those colors, you make the law and say these colors are banned. You don't wear this combination of colors. Some of those people who are arrested, like Idara Godwin, we understand that because they saw her wearing colored clothes for her birthday picture. Then they concluded that she is IPOB, and then they took her. So it's so unfortunate, it's so sad, it's actually disheartening, but unfortunately that is the climate we are operating in, a climate where rule of law is thrown to the dogs, where people don't respect laws and order, where security agencies can treat lawyers to accuse persons as if they are also criminals. You remember what played out the last time we were in a federal high court, when the DSS operatives locked up the doors. We couldn't go in as defense lawyers to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Unfortunately for everybody on that date, my Lord Justice Nyako came into court, and then, not seeing defense counsel, decided to adjourn the matter to 19th and 20th of January 2022. You know, but the whole thing was because of the harassments we were getting as defense counsels to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. We felt very intimidated, we felt harassed, we were not allowed in. Even those who managed to come in, we are searched about 7 times at 7 checkpoints from the main road of the Ministry of Justice. They keep searching you until the door of the court. Even at the door of the court, I was searched. My wig and gown, everything, I brought it out to show them that I'm not carrying a gun or a bomb. You know, so how can you do this to us? Meanwhile, lawyers from Ministry of Justice came in and walked in majestically as if they are the owners of the world, as if the court belongs to them. Then we, defense counsel, when we now came in, you subject us as second-class citizens, as second-class lawyers. You subject us to all manner of search, all manner of intimidation. Ministry of Justice will come, they will drive their car into the court compound. Then we, defense counsel, you ask us to park at Nikon Noga around Hilton Hotel side. Then we trek down because of several police barricades and checkpoints. It's so unfortunate, but we're not deterred. We keep moving. We as lawyers, you see, even the lawyers, we've taken it upon ourselves that to swallow all the insults, provided we discharge our duties as lawyers to our clients. We've now agreed, let's swallow all the insult and face the court and whatever it has squarely. And I think we're up to it.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Barrister, thank you very much for this information you are giving to us, because I'll call it information.
Thank you very much.
And we have come to understand, and the world has come to understand, that Nigeria Army is even arresting foremost baby.
Yes. Another thing I want to add now, sorry, let me ask this, because under the Nigerian Army law, the military law, you do not have any right to arrest a civilian and keep a civilian in your detention. You are not a civil authority. If you feel a civilian has committed a crime, you take that civilian to the police to interrogate or investigate him. But on this case, the reverse is the case. The DSS, which is a more civil authority, arrested Emeka Ngonade after keeping Emeka Ngonade from April till September. They now transferred him to military detention facility. For what? Is Emeka Ngonade a soldier man? Is he under the military law? Is he a serving army man? Has he ever been in the army? So why transfer him to army barracks? Why? And you didn't charge him to court. So those are part of the things we have filed in court. Those are part of the things we are going to argue before His Lordship Justice Taiwo in the Federal High Court number 8. So as it is now, everybody, our hands are on deck, all the lawyers, everybody is eager. We want to hear some of these things. We want to hear some of them. You know, imagine some of the charges they are bringing up against some of these people, like Ebere Lemoha. One of the charges against him is that he heard about one Ikone but refused to inform the police or any security agencies about him. Meanwhile, you all have, these security agencies have information on this Ikone of a man or whoever he is. They have information about him. All the information they want, they have at their fingertips. They even know where to get him, but they choose not to get him. Instead, they are looking for small people they will catch. So that is the unfortunate thing. But God will help us. God will help us. We know that the will of justice is slow, but eventually we'll get there, and justice will be ours.
We also want to ask you a question about the people, the Ebonyi State people,
Yes.
that came to the first case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
The first time Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was brought to court. No, on that date he was not brought to court.
Yeah.
Yes, we were in court waiting for him, only for DSS to come back to say they lack logistics to bring him to court. So these people, so many people travel from far and wide to witness this trial, and this contingent from Ebonyi came also to witness the wheel of justice grinding in Nigeria. But unfortunately, the wheel of justice didn't grind that day, and they too were subjected to an arrest because for coming from Ebonyi. Part of the question they were asking those drivers was, if you are not a member of IPB, why would you travel from Ebonyi to Abuja to witness a trial? And I say, for goodness sake, is there any law that says people cannot travel from wherever they are to witness any trial? When El Zazaki's trial was going on in Kaduna, people traveled from Abuja here to witness it. You didn't arrest those ones. Now people from Ebonyi came into Abuja to witness a trial, and they conducted themselves peacefully, legally, lawfully, and they were going back. They have left Abuja for you. They were going back to their Ebonyi. You went to Lokoja, you arrested them and brought them back to Abuja and refused them access to their relatives. So it's funny. It's funny, really. It's funny.
And up till now, they have not allowed you.
We have not seen them. I've not seen them with my eyes. I have not seen them. But we heard from the drivers, the two drivers that were released, that they were taken to DSS office. They were released. Those two drivers were arrested with their passengers, taken to Abuja DSS office. Then, when the drivers were to be released, they took them to Enugu DSS office and released them from Enugu DSS office.
Okay.
Yes. The drivers are drivers of trackers.
So we also want to throw more light on concerning the 12-year-old that was arrested also, and the health condition of them now.
Yes. Those children, about 4 of them, plus Idara, are siblings to Mazi Chus Egwatu. The police, army people, were looking for Mazi Chus Egwatu in Enugu. They didn't meet him at home. Then they arrested his brothers.
Underaged.
One of them is 12 years, and then the other is about 18. The other one is 20. They arrested all of them. Arrested Idara Godwin alongside, and took all of them to DSS office. The children said that they were flogged, thoroughly flogged. The 12 years say he is having pains in his waist and body aches. But they beat him thoroughly, and then took him. In fact, they beat him thoroughly. He didn't know what. A small boy, he didn't even know why they were beating him. They were asking, "Where's your brother? Where's your brother?" And he said he doesn't know where his brother went to. Then the other, I think his name is forgotten his name right now. The one that is 22 years. That one was massively beaten. He was the one to be released last. He was released last. Then the next day they took Idara to Abuja. That one was seriously beaten with blood coming out from his body. Eventually they released him. He's receiving medical attention now. All the others who were released too, they all went to hospital receiving medical attention. This one is, as I speak with you, went to took X-ray yesterday in Enugu.
Okay. Yes. Welcome, sir.
Thank you.